Hey, got that funk? Got this interesting book. Revelation is about to be fulfilled. Of course, the first line on the back. Let me see if I can get a good focus on it. The great tribulation will soon begin. God is about to enter into the affairs of men and bring our world order of sin, violence, degeneracy, and death to a close. The book of Revelation contains a dramatic story of how Jesus Christ himself will annihilate the great red dragon Lucifer and his wicked followers. The book of Revelation predicts terrible events are coming. It promises a new heaven and a new earth where God's children will live forever. And if you notice in the front, it's some attempt at drawing Jesus on a white horse, much like I don't know, it looks like that saddle is a bit ahead of its time, but whatever. And he's killing a red dragon, Lucifer. Lucifer looks kind of cool, actually. And I got this for free because it said they would send it to me for free. So let's see what this is. I haven't read this in many years. So here's the first first plagues, the 7 trumpets that'll let you know when God is going to come back. Global earthquake number 1. Actually, this is in between the earthquakes. There's a big global earthquake. Makes no sense. There's some tectonic plates that can't all be going off at once, but whatever. And then number 1 is a meteoric firestorm, asteroid impact in a sea, asteroid impact on land, great darkness, the devil appears. I guess they're talking about, Sarah Palin or Christine O'Donnell or someone other Women's Tea Partiers. They seem like something. Devil. We can't get a good thing on this. Okay, fuck it. Mark of the Beast setup. I don't know what that means. Let's find out what that means. That is trumpet number 6. When the devil's popularity and control of Earth reach a sufficient level, he will tell his followers that everyone who refuses to recognize him as God must be annihilated. I call the events of Trumpet 6 World War III. During this time, God will allow the devil and his angels to kill 1/3 of the world's population. Such a loving deity. That's in Revelation 9:15, by the way. The devil will establish a one-world government and will exalt himself as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Revelation's supposed to happen in a couple of years. Can't wait for that to happen. He will control all of the necessities of life, and if a person wants to buy or sell items for survival, that person must become a member of the devil's kingdom. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. The devil will force the inhabitants of Earth to receive a tattoo on their right hand. The tattoo will be the number 666. That makes me a follower of Satan, apparently. People who serve as officials in the kingdom of the devil will receive a tattoo on their foreheads to show their superior rank. Tattoo on the foreheads of the I'm not drawing that in my head. Tattoo on the foreheads of the devil's lieutenants will be the chosen name that the devil uses. Revelation 13:17. Apparently they had full-fledged tattoos back in the day. The placement of a tattoo on the forehead of Satan's lieutenants is a blatant counterfeit of what God intends to do for his faithful servants, the 144,000 after he takes them to heaven. Apparently that'll be much like, swastika on the forehead. Trumpet 7. Door to salvation closed. I'll read the quote that Jesus will announce that the offer of salvation is closed by saying, "Let him who does wrong continue to do wrong. Let him who is vile continue to be vile. Let him who does right continue to do right. And let him who is holy continue to be holy." Well, that's Revelations 22:11. Then the second global earthquake occurs. That's just one line. Okay, so let's, world infrastructures are destroyed. I'll just read the headlines. The question that will come to the forefront of people's minds will be, why is God so angry? What is coming next? Jesus says, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage up to the day Noah entered the ark. and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. Matthew 24:37-39. If the Bible teaches anything about God's wrath, again, loving person, reveals that God always takes action when a majority of people violate his laws and do evil. All Haitians are evil, apparently. Everyone in Sri Lanka during the tsunami, all of them are evil. What are the great tragedies, could we think of happening? All the Jews are, well, that makes sense from the Bible, because all Jews have horns. And they're all evil. Let's see what else. This is a fantastic book, actually, if you want this. I can mail it to you. I'm sure you can get one. It is better that one man die than the whole nation perish. May be true. Still. Depends on who the man is, I guess. God's wrath. The whole world tested. Chapter 2, the full cup principle. God's love is poorly understood. Flip back 2 pages. If the Bible teaches anything about God's wrath, it reveals that God always takes action when a majority of people violate his laws and do evil. God's love is poorly understood. 3 pages later. The Bible declares that God is love, but God's love is poorly understood today. The Bible teaches anything about God's wrath, it reveals that God always takes action when a majority of people violate his laws and do evil. God is full of love. Wrath. Love. Wrath. 3 pages apart. Does God kill people? This is an interesting one. Hang on, I feel like, how do I get this up? Let me try something real quick. Feels like this might be necessary. Okay, I don't know why I can't find the, maybe it's all under here, under the controls thing. Okay, never mind. Perhaps, I'm trying to find the, settings. I feel like I should look like a lizard when I read this photo. Does God kill people? From time to time, scholars and pastors assert that God does not kill or destroy people. Sri Lanka, Haiti, everywhere. They defended this by saying that 1. God does not violate his own commandment, thou shalt not kill. Exodus 20:30. And or 2. God just steps aside and turns evil people over to the natural consequences of sin, which brings death and destruction, that he himself causes and indirectly kills them. Doesn't say that, but, logical conjecture. Instead of actually killing people, God simply steps out of the way. He's kind of like that passive-aggressive asshole. The justification used to support either position is false. God does kill people. A person cannot understand aspects of God's character and ignore his own words. Notice that the Lord himself said in the days of Noah, Lord himself said, the Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe mankind, whom I have created, from the face of the earth, men and animals and creatures that move along the ground, and birds of the air, for I am grieved that I have made them. God loves us, and we're all God's children. Sodom. Oh, now we get to Leviticus. That's a good one. Homosexual, whatever. Anyway, this book, I can't even begin to describe how retarded it is. But, anyway, yeah. It's pretty bad. If you want it, message me. I'm sure I can mail it to you if you want to read it out. Or they might still have them for free. I don't know. Anyway, that's a long enough video, so there you go. Pretty bad shit, insane.